How you doing? I'm Tommy D with the Old Arizona Territory Preservation Society, and welcome to Cragg, Arizona. In 1910, this was a train depot town, and it was used up until 1970. We've got 120 acres that we're converting into a country club for off-roaders. But part of our property is going to be converted into a monument for the Apache Wars. The Old Arizona Territory Preservation Society has partnered up with a lot of individuals and private entities to acquire this land out here so that we can talk about the importance of the historical value that it holds. Part of the historical value of the property out here in Cragg is that it connects us back to a time when this land was owned and ruled by the Apache Native Americans. The Apache Native Americans fought a war that was 80 years long. Not just the Mexican armies, but the United States armies. Way before the Goldrush of 1849, the Apache Native Americans were out here struggling and fighting for this property. So the importance of building the monument out here is that to our left and right is the Bureau of Land Management. They're a federal agency that basically owns land. It's not owned by the people. So we're using our private land to build this monument, because then the federal government can't remove it or take it away in the future when they run houses and hotels and highways out here from Las Vegas to Nogales. All right, well, let's go over to the monument site. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Here at the monument, we're going to make it to where each part of the star or directional has a story about the Apache Wars and the Apache people out here. As we go around the layout here, this path is going to be 10-foot wide using handmade adobe bricks. We're going to use the soil that's here, the water that comes out of the spring over here, and we're going to bring all that together to make 6x9 bricks, 43,560 of them, to lay on the ground and make that path. So as we go around the circle some more, we'll be getting the bricks laid out, and you'll be able to see it from above with either drone or even satellite. It's called a geoglyph. We will keep the natural topography of this land as we lay the adobe bricks out. You know, the wagon wheel on the ground might confuse people because it might represent a little bit of a remnants to the pioneers and the frontiersmen that dragged wagons out here to settle this land. But it actually represents the blossom. A blossom was the Native American sign for growth, for future. It showed basically that there was life. So out here, ranchers still use this land to take care of their cattle. They get their leases and permits to be out here from the Bureau of Land Management. You know, the farmers and the ranchers are not going to preserve this land, and we're not going to get our funding from the BLM. We need our funding from you people. We want you to buy one of the bricks or some of the bricks to help us build this monument. There's 43,560 bricks that will make up the 1 acre monument dedicated to the Apaches. Your $10 brick will go toward making a spot on the ground that the federal government can't take. And it'll go back to telling a story about a people that have no voice anymore.